Hi, beautiful Scorpio friends. Welcome to our chat for December 2021. I'm really happy you are here with me, and we are here in this moment in time together. I think the end of 2021, this is just a special time and moment. And I'm reclaiming December, I think, for all of us to be a time of trusting ourselves and moving softly through all that's shifting, because there are things shifting this month. We have our second eclipse of eclipse season on December 4th in Sagittarius, which for you is second house stability stuff. We have Venus retrograde beginning on the 19th. In Capricorn, which is going to be about how you're expressing yourself in the world and kind of reflecting on that and what you love about what you share with the world and what you do want to share. Jupiter is moving out of Aquarius and into Pisces at the end of the month. Chiron and Neptune are both going direct. And of course, we are going into the solstice and into Capricorn season, which is going to be amplified by that Venus retrograde. So we do have things moving and shaking and shifting, and that's going to happen in January as well, because the north node of the moon will be moving into Taurus, and the south node of the moon will be moving into Scorpio in January. So the next couple of months, we are changing flavors. Jupiter's moving on, the nodes are moving on, and eclipses are going to start happening in new signs starting in 2022. So we are starting to dip our toes into just a very different field than we've been working with for the last couple of years. And a lot of times when we hear about that, right? Oh, things are shifting. It kind of gets a little intense. A lot of messages around preparing and looking out and watching out and being vigilant and kind of doing a ton of ritual. And I kind of want to reclaim December for something else, which is I want us to focus on our feelings of safety within transformation, our safety within moving through these energies, our safety within our own becoming, right? I think we can trust ourselves. I think honestly, we can trust ourselves. And I want us to start December and use December with that in mind. And I think it's just so important to do that and to set that intention. I know December can be a wide range of emotions. Some people, it's their favorite time of year. Some people, this is the hardest time of year. Wherever you are in your process in your life, on any point, it can be the weird mix of emotions. It can be frustration. It can be confusion. It can be joy. It can be celebration. It can be feeling like you've graduated. Knowing that you're allowed to claim this time as a safe space for you to be where you are in the process and open your heart to that. Now, with the energy, so Neptune moving direct, Jupiter moving on into Pisces, this energy is activating Piscean energy for you and really activating your heart and asking you to open up your creative romantic vision of the life you want to lead. And this is just the taste of it. In 2022, you're going to continue to work with this energy quite expansively. So start focusing on what beautiful things you want to give birth to, what you want to foster into being. Here's the other thing, and this is really strangely, even though it's not happening in December, what I want Scorpios to keep in mind in just the whole chat, which is that in January, the south node of the moon is moving into your sign. And I don't want you to be freaked out about that. It's not a scary thing. It's not, nothing terrible is going to happen. What's interesting about the nodes is they're often taught as these kind of karmic points, and the south node is like past karma, past experiences, whatever it is that we're like processing out. And the north node is about what we're kind of going toward. And so a lot of times if the south node is in your sign, it's kind of like we're learning how to balance out Scorpio with the Taurus energy and leaning into that Taurus energy in a little bit and just kind of exploring different modalities. So it is going to be a time where we'll all be asked to really look at where we are haunting ourselves, where we are replaying and revisiting things over and over again that are painful, and letting them go. And I think that's going to be a big part of the Scorpio journey. I love Scorpio. They've played a very, very, very important role in my life. And I have quite a bit of energy in Scorpio myself. And I appreciate it so much. And being a fixed sign, I know how loyal and consistent you all are and how deep you go. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm also a Leo sun, so I get fixed sign energy very, very well. It's definitely, I get it. But this is going to be a season, I think, coming up where it's going to be about what you don't need to keep loyal to, right? Including the way we've talked about ourselves in the past, the way we've written our own stories, and anywhere where we are haunting ourselves. So I just want to, as we go through this December, we kind of reflect on 2021. This is a great time to kind of start to take stock of what it is that Three of Swords. This card is like wanting to come out this month. I don't know why. Just taking stock of everything you've learned this last year, and also what it is you would like the South Node in your sign to mean for you. What you would like to feel through in that time, and how you would like to work with it. Make it your own, get creative with it. Ace of Pentacles. All right, we got quite the mix here. I think that's the thing with tools like astrology. They're really there to make your own. You can listen to some of the more popular interpretations of things and kind of flow with that. That's fine if that feels right for you. But I've found that working with these transits and really okay, so South Node's going to be moving through Scorpio for 18 months, all of 2022 and halfway through 2023. What do I want that to mean for me? What parts of my journey am I ready to release? What parts of my journey am I ready to just relax into? I also think I'm a really big fan of exploring our opposing sign. I think it's so fun to tap into a sign that it depends. Some of you might have Taurus energy in your chart, in which case you're going to be having a really interesting growth cycle. But it's really fun to explore different aspects of ourselves, explore what's possible, explore how we want to move through the world and really morph. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic because this isn't happening in December, but my point is that this is a solstice month. There's a month of Venus retrograde, which is really going to be, like I said, really thinking about how you want to share your voice in the world. And by the way, I'm pulling 2 cards from the traditional deck, and then I'm pulling a 3rd card from Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. And here is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds card. It is Mountain Goddess, and my light is too bright there. Okay. Really pretty. So this is going to just be a really great time to just kind of prepare, connect in, start to flow with how you want to show up to your life in 2022. And to do that, also honoring all that has elapsed this year as well. So this is really just the perfect month to do both of those things and to really create an environment of really intentionally choosing that. Let's talk about these cards because they are quite the mix of energies going on here. So 3 of Swords is really interesting to me. This card always makes me think about the loops in our mind that we run on, those tracks that are very old, right? That we've had with us since we were probably little kids or young, that we go to when something stressful happens or when something connects in our brain with a stressor, right? Those loops that are just so easy and they just pull you right in and you move through them. And it's this haunted house. That's what 3 of Swords makes me think of. It's those places where we go and they're familiar. We know what they are. We're used to them. But we also know they don't feel very good. But while we're in them, they feel so true and so real and so important. So when 3 of Swords shows up, I always think this is a really great time to notice, are there any tapes playing on loop that aren't working for you at this time? Maybe there are tapes playing on loop that have developed over the course of 2021, right? Because it's been a stressful year. We've all been growing a lot. We've all been having to dig deep. It's been the long game, right? So we've needed to dig deep. We've all kind of created our own protective mechanisms, I think, this year. Even people who are really good with meditation and taking care of themselves and doing all of that. I mean, I know I for sure have my recordings in here about how I keep myself safe, right? So Three of Swords is an invitation here to notice where we keep stabbing in, right? That's what this card is really about. It's about repetitive cycles and where we're ready to release. And I think the Three of Swords too, it makes me think about how important it is to have a sacred witness to our pain, the mental, emotional pain that we carry with us. Three of Swords is an invitation to either just be that compassionate witness for yourself, journal it out, let that part of yourself that is in pain and in worry be expressed, or, with a therapist or with a very trusted close friend or partner. Three of Swords is also about the compassionate witness of this sacred heart and what it is going through, because it's valid, and it can be valid and also be time for it to leave, right? So this is a really beautiful card in so many ways, but it does have to do with deep healing. We are in Scorpio energy here in this discussion though. So am I surprised that it's going to be about something deep? No. That's just what we do around here, and I am here for it. This is my jam. But here's the other side of it, right? Because we have this Three of Swords. It's like, sit with yourself, compassionately witness any gunk that's built up over the course of this year. Really take the time to be there for that part of yourself. And with that comes gifts. With that comes release. With that comes a lightness and an openness to what wants to meet you next. I really do actually think that, first of all, Venus retrograde is going to be wonderful for Scorpios. I think it's third house placement, and third house placement for me is one of my favorite places to work, because it's a really great time to think about the way you express yourself in the world and revise and think about your projects and think about what you want those projects to be. It's a really giving time. But also this South Node journey, I think, is going to actually bring a lot of gifts to you, because it's going to help you relax into a lot of joy and opportunity. North Node in Taurus is a blessing for all of us, because this is Venusian energy getting expanded. So I think also, as you're releasing some of those old track tapes that are playing in your mind, those old tracks that are playing, you're also opening up to some new opportunities. Some new doorways are really, really coming into focus. And isn't it just the way that these two almost always go hand in hand? I swear. This is like a rule. When we sit and compassionately witness ourselves, something opens up. So just a reminder there that, this December you might have really a fusion of two things, right? Grieving, processing, releasing, and getting really excited and having openings. Now, your Oracle card, we're going straight to some deep stuff, because it's Mountain Goddess, and the themes are high vibration, mindfulness, and power of mind. Which I think fits so well with Scorpio, because we all know you have powerful minds. We all know you have powerful ability to observe, analyze, dig deep, see things. And it makes me think about how that's a blessing. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because it's amazing. You can dig deep, you can see things, you can perceive things. So that powerful mind and that powerful ability to build and create and dig deep can work for you or against you, right? And we want to take care of the part of ourselves that's creating those storms in the mind and really witness and take care of it. We also want to really purposefully use that creative, powerful mind to create safe, hopeful, joyful places in ourselves. We can do both of these at the same time, but I think this card is reminding you that if you are noticing some of those old thought patterns coming up and you're feeling it, pay attention to that. Take care of it. Mark out a little bit of extra time this month to really, really take care of those thoughts inside, so that this can be a really beautiful prep and resolution time for you as we work through this solstice season and the beginning of Venus retrograde. I have a little prayer, a little benediction, a little blessing for December for you also. Here we go. As we close out this year, may you find new beautiful spectrums and joys to lift you up. May we find new dimensions to the beauty of the healing powers of Scorpio energy. And find that we can connect and commune with it in ways that light up our souls even more. May this be a time of infinite grace and calm clarity as the seasons turn. I love that. I just think like Scorpio energy, when it is activated in a way that is empowering and loving, it is the coolest experience ever, right? When it is activated to be in that creative flow, it's the best. And I want to see that for Scorpios. I want to see and feel that and experience that. And I'm really excited to tap back into this conversation for January. So if you're looking for extra support on Venus retrograde, eclipse season, all these shifts, the nodal shifts, I'm going to be diving deep on all the things going on over the next couple of months on my Patreon. It's a really great community and a wonderful way to help me out and for me to help you out. So I'd love to see you there. You can also find me on my Instagram and my website. So I'll leave all my links below so you know where to find me and hang out with me more. I hope you stick around, like and subscribe, and I will see you all so soon, my friends.